Hi Leos and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your reading for November 2018. So we're going to take a look at your general overview for each week for the month, general energies, etc. And I'm going to be posting weeklies as I do always throughout the month. So check them out if you want an more in-depth look at each and every week for love and general. For singles and couples too. I might continue to just combine and just do one love reading. I might do singles and couples. I haven't really decided yet. Also, guys, check out in the comments below. I'm going to be posting, my friend makes really awesome Spotify playlists, and he made an amazing, end of October, Halloween into November playlist, and it is awesome, so check that out. I love listening to good music any time of the year, and also I like Halloween music any time of the year, so check it out. Check him out. He makes the dopest playlist. He has great taste in music. And I'll put that in the comments below. Also, if you guys are looking to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in the description. Remember, as I go into this reading here, this reading will not resonate with every single one of you. Okay, it's just impossible to pick up on every single Leo's energy out there. You guys all have different placements, and sometimes some people's messages or messages for certain people need to come through, whereas others just don't come through. And it's not like I'm purposely picking them, so don't get offended if it does not resonate. Check out your videos for your sun, moon, and rising for this month, as well as your weeklies. And let's check out what's coming in for you guys. So first, I'm going to look at first week here, and I'm going to be using my Hieronymus Bosch deck here. So check that out. I love it. I've been using it for pretty much all my Novembers. I don't know why I'm feeling it. It's feeling like, I don't know, November feels like Bosch to me, and it's kind of intense, kind of sharp-tongued is the way I've been describing it, is this tarot. And the meanings are a little bit different, so I will go over the book meanings and the visual descriptions. Alright, so Leos, first week of November 2018. Ooh, why did this one want to come out so bad? Temperance. Maybe something to do with the Sagittarius. Maybe something, maybe we're looking forward to the time of Sagittarius for some reason. Or we are dealing with one. It could also mean that, at the beginning of the week we are trying to temper our feelings. We're trying to deal with some sort of over emotion, some sort of over excess. And I feel like it's an emotional excess. Like we're stressed, we're upset, or we're wanting to do something and we're trying to curb this desire. We're trying to curb a desire right now so that we don't go out on a limb and go crazy is kind of what I feel like here. I don't know if that resonates for you guys. Again, I'll go over the specific meanings after I pull all of them. Or actually, you know what? I've been going right into the weeklies. The first week within the love reading, so I'm just going to do that with this one too. So let's first look at the first week. If you guys want to skip through this, if you're past the first week and you're watching this later, you can pass this until I get to the next card and I'm lifting it up. You can see then. Maybe I'll put a little timestamp. Alright, so first week of November 2018, first week of November 2018, I'm going to use my Hieronymus Bosch, Gustav Klimt's deck to clarify it. Alright, what are the energies behind Temperance? Oh, Nine of Pentacles. And this is kind of weird because I think it was Cancer. I think it was Cancer that also got this. It feels like you guys are, you're coming across really well. We're coming across as, really abundant, able to manifest our wealth, able to manifest the comforts in our life. We're feeling grounded, proud of who we are and where we are. We might feel a little bit alone because we've worked hard on our own to get to where we are, but we're proud of our growth at this moment. It feels very I'm really glad I am where I am, and I knew I was going to grow from this experience, whatever you're going through, whatever this situation is. You're feeling proud of yourself and the way that you're staying grounded during it. And you know what? Be proud of yourselves, guys. As a fire sign, it's really hard to resist the urge to go at something, to jump at something, Alright, let's see. Continue to show me the energies, the situations, important challenges, important oppositions, important communications that will be received by my Leos, or that my Leos will be going through, that will be prevalent in their first week of November, where they need to know this first week of November, October 29th and November 4th. Two of Wands. So we could be planning for the future, looking, where do we want to go next? Where do we see ourselves? Where do we see ourselves going? Again, it feels like the world is in our hands and all we have to do is really choose. We're happy with, where we've come. We're happy with where we are now, it kind of feels like. We're happy with what we've accumulated, but we feel almost stagnant. We're ready to move forward. We're ready. We're okay, I've reached the end of this period here, and now I want more. I want to go for more. How can I get more here? What can I do to move forward and get more? That's kind of the sensation, or either that, or maybe we are deciding where we want to go. Yeah, I feel like we're deciding. Some of us are deciding where we want to move, what direction, you know, or we see our careers going in here or something. Seven of Wands also shows a defensiveness and a need to stay defensive this week. I feel that instead of defensiveness hindering you, it's more like somebody is, you know, you're being defensive against someone. My neighbors are so loud, I might actually have to stop this and pause it for a second while I turn that off because they're obsessive about their lawns like weirdos. I'm hoping it helped, and I hope it doesn't bother you guys. I don't know, I have some real weirdo neighbors about their lawns, like crazy people. If you're one of those people, stop being one of those people. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. No, there's just no reason, like, you can't argue with me. It's just not worth it. It's a lawn. It's just grass. Like, let it go. Anyways, there's no need to, like, mow it every day, all day. It's crazy. Alright, Seven of Wands. Okay, so this is definitely the need to be defensive against the urge to, whatever this urge is, whatever, it could even be a person, a situation that is coming up that, like, you're going to need to temper your feelings about it. Because maybe it's like an ex or somebody coming forward and just like, hey, like, what's going on? You're going to be like, I really just, like, want to run back to them. I really want to do this. But I know it no longer serves me. I know this is not good for me. So I need to not do it. So we're being defensive. We're like, get away from me. Like, stay back. Like, somebody, if you are considering, like, if you think that talking to somebody is going to mess up the whole situation, or talking to a person in a situation, or you feel like all the hard work that you've done is going to come crumbling down if you let this person in, just be defensive against it, or, you know, giving into this urge, whatever it may be. Be defensive against an urge that I feel like internally could feel is very self-destructive. If that makes sense, Leos, this week, that's kind of the feeling that I get for the first week there. Alright, so let's continue on to the rest of the weeks. Alright. Second week of November for my Leos for November 2018. General energy, general situations, things that will be coming up for my Leos. Whoa! Just came flying out. The wheel. The wheel here. And that's the Wheel of Fortune turning, bringing us something else, bringing us a new chapter, bringing us, you know, what we want. If we were on the other end of it and we feel like, you know, whatever situation that we've been stuck in has not been good for us, that we felt cheated, felt frustrated, when this comes in, it all changes. The universe turns the wheel and brings in an abundance of whatever you were asking for. I mean, sometimes it's not exactly what you thought it was going to be. It's not exactly what you want. But whatever is coming in, it's unexpected and it's a delightful experience. It's wonderful. It's great energy. Again, I'll explain the meaning of it in this particular deck in a minute. All right, third week of November here. Energy is definitely shifting that second week around. That maybe that after that Scorpio new moon on the 7th. Then we get the King of Swords. The King of Swords is that balancing energy, an air sign, or maybe a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. And that is, that could be somebody in that kind of nature. It could be also somebody who's very pragmatic, very diplomatic, very mentally sound, very balancing. A very balancing individual, somebody who can speak their truth and has no trouble with it and can separate his emotions from what needs to be done here. You know what I mean? Separates his head and his heart. He's good at that. It could also, you know, be that we're making a decision, we're getting a contract. I also see, I see him often as a really good boss, somebody who's offering you a contract, offering you, you know, something almost like legal and something that you might have to sign is how I often feel about the King of Swords. It also indicates, you know, a decision and a balancing, a communication that, you know, brings about a balance of in a situation. Let's see, anyways, fourth week, I almost just put it down and was like, all right, that's it. Fourth week of November, last week of November for my Leos. Ooh, why do I want to pull this one so fast? Four of Pentacles, weird. And the Four of Pentacles in this deck is kind of, you know, you're keeping your cards close to your heart. You don't want to, you know, drop them. You have success here. You've accumulated success. Where will you go with it now? You've been holding on to this money. You've accumulated whatever this guy is holding. It could be money, it could be finances, it could be a job, it could be feelings, emotions, something that you need to communicate or move forward with. Maybe even ideas, and you've cultivated them. You've been holding on to them. And now, at the end of the month here, it's like we're afraid to release them. we are, you know, thinking about where we want to go with these ideas. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's going to be ideas about, you know, career moves, you know, situations like that, maybe even moving, something to do with your life path and your career path. And we've been holding on to it. We're like, okay, this is the money that we've accumulated. It's not that much, but it's something. Should I move forward onto something else, or should I keep trying to make this work? I don't know. It feels like you guys are holding on to a decision, holding on to a situation, and, you know, trying to make it grow. This is a decent... The Four of Pentacles in this deck is really awesome, actually. So let's, let me read you guys the meanings for each of them. Temperance for the first week here. Temperance. Through small actions, one attains great results. Thus, one must never lose hope. Patience. So it's about a lot of patience here, where, you know, again, that's what I'm saying. It feels like there's an intense feeling to do something. There's like this feeling that you just want to give in, or you want to stop being patient. Again, that Nine of Pentacles says that you guys have accumulated a lot of patience. You've worked hard on something, and you're happy with where you are. Don't let the feeling overtake you and ruin it. Have some patience. Know that whatever the situation is, it will move forward here. You've worked hard for this. Don't throw it all away. It's kind of the feeling. You must have patience this week. You must remain calm. Breathe, okay? Breathe. Whenever, like, when you feel like you need to rush forward and do something, there's going to be something in the back of your head that says, Leo, don't. So don't do it. Don't do it. You've come so far. You've come so far. Be proud of where you are. And don't, like, just, you know, release it and let it all go. All right, so the wheel here. In the wheel, wisdom is attained by not letting oneself get wrapped up in the suffering of the world. Wisdom is found in never ceasing to contemplate it. Time. So, divine timing is rolling in that second week there. I do think that that Scorpio new moon is going to bring on some intense energies to get things moving forward, to get things shifting, you know. Get us looking at the deepest parts of ourselves in a really realistic way, exploring those depths and understanding them. So it feels like, you know, because of that, we're entering this new phase. We've grown. I feel like between that first and second week, we have grown so much, like so immensely from within. Like our strength has grown. We feel a lot less. You guys feel a lot less childish. You feel very mature. Like you're maturing throughout this month in a really amazing way. Like you guys are really like pulling it together. It feels like, and not letting people mess with you, and not letting like that feeling, that fire sign feeling of I'm gonna run out and just do it and like self-implode get to you, because that can happen. Fire signs, like we have an urge for that. I know that. Alright, but anyways, let's move on to the King of Swords here in that third week. So yeah, you guys have abundance rolling, and you have a change here. There's definitely a shift in energy. So if you were, you know, something is rolling in here, a new chapter. Something is huge. Don't get wrapped up in the suffering of the situation. You must, like, contemplate it and then move forward, you know. Wisdom. Be wise about a situation is really what I'm getting throughout this month. King of Swords. Alright, anyways, King of Swords. I'm getting last messages from that guy. Alright, the Just. The calm strength of the reason is as unstoppable as the storm. So yeah, there's reason. You guys are being reasonable this month. It's like all of a sudden, like the wheel turns, and instead of like being like based on all emotions and passion and energy, you guys are like, no, I'm going to stick to reason this month, and I'm going to do things that make sense, and I'm not going to, you know, go crazy. And that's really great, guys, honestly. Feels like we could also be coming to a decision, a reasonable balancing out here. We're coming to a very pragmatic decision, where somebody in our life is, you know, maybe a boss, maybe an older male, maybe even a father is, it doesn't have to be a male either, is coming forward and kind of giving you a decision or balancing out your life in some way, offering you a commitment, offering you something here. And the Four of Pentacles here. Four of Pentacles. The result, no goal is beyond our reach. Yeah. So this is saying, yeah, no goal is beyond our reach. We've come this far. Where are we going to go next? All goals are within our reach. You've got that bow. You're like, I'm going to go. I'm going to get some more pentacles. And Leos, you guys are doers. You are the doers of the zodiac. So go out and do it, okay? That's kind of what it feels like at the end of the month. Like we're going for it. We're going to do it. We're going to really shine as Leos here at the end of this month. All right, so love and romance now. I didn't want to go so long with those ones, but, you know, heavy month here. All right, so let's check out my... Actually, I'm going to use my Gustav Klimt deck for you guys. I'm going to do that. Gustav Klimt here. All right, Gustav Klimt for first week of November for love and romance for all of my Leos. Love and romance for my Leos for November 2018. Love and romance. This is my Klimt Tarot. Squished box. You know? So it goes. Alright. Leos for love. 29th through November 4th, first week. November. Ooh, Four of Swords. We're going to be resting this week. Kind of sitting back, taking a rest, taking a much needed rest. So if you guys are feeling exhausted, frustrated, if we've been going through a lot with our emotions and our relationships or even in dating, we're just kind of feeling like we need to take a step back at the beginning of the month and rest. Pull a couple clarifiers for that. That'd be first week. I'm going to use my Hobbit deck here. Clarify what's happening with my Leos for love and romance for the first week. General energy situations. Options, offers. It's important for them for love and romance this first week. I feel like it's just a very restful week. The Chariot. Maybe something to do with the Cancer. Maybe not knowing really where to go. We're like, okay, so the wheel is in our hands here, but where do we go? I have the energy. It feels like we're trying to decide which way to go here. We're garnering the energy to move forward, but we're not really there yet at the beginning of the month. Ooh, love and romance. Come on, too many cards. Nine of Wands. Yeah, we're feeling really, you know, like we need to put up boundaries with people. Feeling frustrated, feeling like we need time to ourselves, like we can't really let anybody in. We're putting up those walls. We're saying, everybody back off, everybody get away. I need some time right now. I need to be alone. I need to deal with this. Don't come near me. So if you are dealing with an ex who keeps trying to come back, you're like, stay away. Just stay away, okay? Or maybe even you're asking for time from your partner right now. We're feeling a little bit on edge, like things are going to just, we've been through a lot and we're just expecting things to go worse, and that's why we can't find a way forward, because we don't have an open heart about what can come in. Queen of Wands. We're getting our fire back by the end of the week, though. We're getting our passion back. We're getting our mojo back is really what it feels like. We're getting that energy, you know, that flirtatious, fun, happy energy. We're feeling, you know, back to ourselves, but we're also saying, you know, we're not going to take anyone's bullshit anymore. We're not going to stand for other people taking advantage of us, if that's a situation, or, you know, we're communicating what we need. It feels like at the end of the week here. We're communicating what we need. All right, so let's move on to the second week of November. Second week of November 2018, love and romance for my Leos. What is the general energy, situations that my Leos will be going through during this second week for love and romance? King of Wands. There we are, back in our element. Like I said, towards the end of that first week, we're getting back in our element. King of Wands, passion. Being able to communicate clearly, passionately, strongly. You know, we're feeling on top of ourselves here. We're back in control. We're ready to go for it again. If we've been through a breakup or, you know, a situation that has been very daunting, very difficult in a relationship, and it feels like some of you guys are getting out of some really sticky, negative situations. We're taking a rest and we're getting back to where we need to be. Now, what's coming in for that third week? Third week of November 2018. Like if you guys haven't been dating, you're getting back on that Tinder, you're getting back on that, you know, going back out to the bars, the clubs, meeting people, talking to people again. We're feeling attractive again after a rest. And then in the third week, we get a stalemate, a situation where we don't know which way to go. It feels like we are at a crossroads. Who will win, who will lose here? Which way do we go? What is the way out of this situation? We're wrestling, we're grappling with a situation here. Again, something presents itself so that we may be forced to make a decision. We feel very stuck. At the end of the month, we get justice. Justice will be restored. The situation will balance out. You will know what to do here. And some of you guys, this could mean divorce, marriage, an out. This is like saying, putting up the boundaries, giving the final word, the final decision. Sometimes it can be, you know, the balancing that brings the relationship forward or ends it. This is, you know, a black and white card. This is saying, you know, is it yes or no? Are we doing this or are we not? Is this going to work out or is it not? And you guys are, you know, making that decision at the end of the month. We're also balancing out those communications in our relationships to bring us the equilibrium that we need at the end of this month here. So, very interesting love reading. Again, check out the weeklies as we go through the month. Those will have more in-depth from week to week about your love situations and your general situations. Let's check out Halloween Oracle for you guys, a message for the month here. And again, if you are looking to book a private reading, all that information and all the services and different readings I offer and how to book one is all right below this video in the description box. Okay, so check that out if you're looking for a private reading, okay? Now let's see. It's coming in. Advice for my Leos for this month. Advice from Spirit for my Leos for November 2018. Ooh, oh my gosh, we get zombie. I don't think you guys are the only ones. I think it was also Pisces that got zombie. Interesting. Alright, so I think it was Pisces. I don't know. I think it was Aquarius. Who knows? Alright, anyways. Alright, let's see. Zombie. I'm like trying to remember. I know that I remember doing, like, editing the picture with this card. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I can't remember everything. I do a lot of readings, guys. Don't make fun of me. Alright, zombie here, okay? Should the zombie step unsteadily into your life, it's time to look at the concept of control. Do you want to control everything, leaving little to free expression? Do you choose partners who are not your equal, so that they are more easily manipulated and changed to your liking? Or do you allow that to happen to you? If you are not living your most authentic life, it's time to look at why and how to change that. I feel like that's a very straightforward, very great message for you guys. You know, what isn't working? What about our life isn't our authentic life? What are we changing to appease other people, to bring, you know, to deal with other, you know, not to deal with, yeah, just basically to please other people? Or are we trying to control how other people are reacting and acting in a situation? These are all questions we need to ask ourselves, and I think that you guys really need to remember this month is, you know, are we trying to control a situation that is uncontrollable, or do we need to just relinquish our powers and let go? Okay? Also, you know, within love and relationships, do you choose partners who are easily, you know, changed and adapted, or people that you want to change and want to feel good about yourself for changing? I find often that Leos get stuck in situations like that where they feel good, like, oh, I want to help, like, I love them, and I also want to help them, I want to make them as good as me, or I want to make them, you know, up to par on things. But you know what, you can't just force people to change. You can't, like, have relationships to make yourself feel good about changing somebody. If that's the case, I'm not accusing anybody or saying that it's a, you know, it happens, and sometimes we don't even realize it. We need to really look at our relationships and the aspect of control within them this month, okay? Alright, Leos, so that's the thing to really think about this month. Check out all the readings for your sun, moon, and rising, as well as, you know, whatever you'd like to cross-watch for your crushes or whatever. All those should be up within the next couple days for the month of November. And check out your weeklies. I wasn't able to finish all the weeklies this month, so the beginnings, again, of the first week for each of the monthlies is going to be, you know, weekly reading. So check those out if you are interested. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Subscribe, comment, share, and if you want to get notified when I post up all my other monthlies and weeklies, as you know, if as the weeks and days go on, I don't know why I'm saying it like that, you can just press that little bell to the side of subscribe and it'll notify you, okay? Thank you guys so much for all your support. Happy Halloween if you're watching this before Halloween, and if not, still happy Halloween, because Halloween's awesome. Alright, and check out that playlist below. Thanks, guys.